Welcome back to another metal prep video, guys. On this one we're going to be reviewing the Auto Prep pre-treatment wipes. These are not made by Akzonobel. I'm sure they got a deal with Henkel, Bonderite, whatever that company's called. They're packaged by Akzonobel. I believe other companies also have a similar pre-treatment wipe. But anyways, I'm gonna go over this one and show you how to use it. Stay tuned. All right, guys, as usual, let's go over this technical data sheet real quick. So basically, it's a chromium-free conversion coating packaged in a ready-to-use pre-saturated white. Pre-treatment wipes produce a conversion coating forming a chemical bond with the metal surfaces, enhancing adhesion and corrosion resistance of applied paint systems. Put it on steel, galvanized, zinc, stainless steel, aluminum alloy. Nothing special there. Here's your little preps on each one. Surface prep, need to degrease it, basically remove contaminants. And then to apply this thing, you just apply it by hand. You take a wipe, wear a glove, and you go one way, and then you go the other way. And basically all you're looking for is a complete wetting of the metal surface. It's necessary to allow the solution to react with the base metal. Full wetting with fluid for 1 minute is necessary. After that, just let her dry off at ambient temperatures. You may accelerate your drying with low velocity warm clean air if you want to. A couple side notes: do not recoat with polyester body filler, including sprayable polyester. So don't put Bondo on top of this stuff. There's some other products you don't want to put on top of it. Basically, you're going to want to do this and put an epoxy primer over top of it. Maximum recoat 8 hours. Use a tack cloth before applying the next coating. That's basically it, guys. Storage, yada yada yada. I'm sure there's some safety stuff on here. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a Henkel product. It's not necessarily an Akzonobel product, so keep that in mind. Not that that's a big deal, but you can go to henkeladhesive.com and check it out if you want to. But let's get into it. All right, guys, we're outside. I got two panels. I'll explain that in a second. Both of them are just sanded with 80 grit. Strip it down with 80 grit. On one of them, and I realized after all these metal prep videos, not one time did I do a control. So this is going to be our control. No pre-treatment, nothing. We're going to grease and wax remove it, epoxy prime it. So that'd be our control for basically all of our videos. On this one, we're going to use the Akzonobel pre-treatment wipe and then epoxy prime it and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these two off and get ready for some primer. Kind of a habit of mine. Obviously we got some dirt on the rag. I like doing them at least twice with grease and wax remover, or unless I have a very clean towel when I'm done. All right, got my glove on. We've already been using them. I'm gonna try to get a clean one. These are kind of old. Still got some shelf life on them. But for this video, I want a fresh one. There we go. It's kind of like a baby wipe. No pre-treatment, so we're not going to do that one. This is the one we're going to do. Just like the instructions said, I'm gonna go one way with it, then I'm gonna go the other way and make sure I have a full wet panel. Outside here, this stuff's drying off pretty quick. I know I want to make sure it's wet for at least a minute is what it said, but I know I got it on there. That's it, guys. We're gonna give that some time to flash off and get the epoxy going. All right, we've given it some time to flash off. And this is, like I said, this is gonna be our just test panel. Just like all the other metal prep videos, guys, CRE 321. We'll go ahead and put a coat on. Gives that some time to flash, we'll put a second coat. All right, guys, we're back. Got round two, got me a love bug in there. Get out of there. Second coat. So that's it. It's in the afternoon, so I'm gonna let these things sit overnight, and I will come back tomorrow and do our adhesion test. All right, guys, I got tied up, so it's been 3 days on this one. Got kind of busy, so. But anyways, it shouldn't hurt anything, should actually help it. This is the one we did with the pre-treatment white. And this is our control. Basically, for all of our tests, this should be a control. So I'm gonna do pretty much what we've done with all of them. 180 grit, scratch it up, body filler, and go from there. I remember that these are just prepped with 80 grit, so it really doesn't matter where I put the body filler. I'm just gonna kind of randomly put it wherever, but let's go ahead and get it done. We're not going for pretty here. Just want different places for me to break it off or whatnot. So that's all I'm doing. I'll clean my little spreader off here. All right, give that some time to set up and we'll destroy it. I've let the body filler cure for about 2 hours. Plenty good. Nice and dry. So, doesn't really matter which one we do first. This is the one with the pre-treatment white. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, this is our control for all of our videos. All right, guys, let's see what we think. Pre-treatment white. Let's see. This is the one we did with the white. And it stuck pretty good, except obviously where we bent it pretty hard. Got a little bit of pulling in here, but you know, that metal is being bent like this, so I'm not sure. But not right here. The body filler come off the CRE epoxy, but I mean, it took me hitting it with a hammer to really get it to come off. I'd say overall that's a win. That's a pretty good win. The control, I gave this one pretty good hell. I mean, I beat it from the backside, and it didn't do bad. I mean, right where I hit it and chipped it with the chisel was coming off. Kind of the same thing to expect here, I guess. Just right where the metal is bent. But you can see right here, sorry for the camera, guys. Adjacent to it, stuck pretty good. So this would be the one I guess we judge them all off of. Whenever we do I'll do one more video for this metal prep series and lay them all out on the table, maybe hit them again. I'm gonna let them all sit and cure. But one thing, it didn't seem to hurt it with or without it. And it's very easy to use. A little pre-treatment wipe it on, let it sit, do your thing. That's pretty simple in my book. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.